One thing I will say is that retro gaming, I don't think it ever gets old. Well, it does get old. It's obviously old, but it doesn't get old playing them. So I love retro gaming. Nintendo 64, the Nintendo, the original, playing the Amiga. So the Amiga for me in the 90s was one of my big gaming platforms. So I do enjoy it, don't get me wrong, but playing on a big 65-inch TV, you can't quite recreate that bedroom experience that you had when you were younger. So what if I told you there was some software called EMUVR that actually allows you to recreate your bedroom environment and sit in front of a CRT screen and play these games in there? Is it actually any good? Well, if you want to find out, stick around and I'll show you. Okay, so this is my room. So in the room environment, you can pretty much customize it however you want. So all these posters on the wall, I put on myself. Over here, a little bit of Kylie. I loved a bit of Kylie back in the day. Didn't like her music, you know why I liked her. A bit of Michael Jackson, yeah, liked his music. A bit more. And this is my mates from the 90s. This is about 1999. I can see my old PC in the background there. Up here is my friend Matt from school. That's us in school. Over here you can see 1993, Fantasia, a happy hardcore back in the day, a bit of Rat Pack. So all these posters here, there's a lot of these in here actually. You can see down here we've got Dreamscape, and over here we've got Fusion. Got loads of them down here, look. Yeah, back in the day. The Terminator, a bit of Pammy. Here, this is probably about 2000-ish. Yeah, a bit of Tombstone, love Tombstone. A bit of Filth. Captain Condom, who remembers him from the 80s? Not Kylie. So yeah, there's a really customizable room. Again, you've got over here, old 80s skateboard. Remember these little bumpers, little plastic bumpers? You can also collect things like, I don't know, a little bit of food, drinks. What was your room like when you were younger? Have cans all over the place. Ooh. Chocolate bars, Snicker. See, this isn't right. In the 90s, it wouldn't be called Snickers, it would have been called Marathon, wouldn't it? When did it change to Marathon? When did it go from Marathon to Snickers? I don't know, whatever. Over here, M&M's. These definitely aren't from my childhood. These are American. In the UK, we didn't have Reese's. Yeah, so no, really cool environment, really good fun. And you can have a look out here at the window, look at your neighbourhood. Oh, hello. This is definitely a nicer house than I would have lived in. Although, much bigger room than I had as well. Over here, this is my friend Joe, also at school. This is me. This is about 1997. And you can see I've got my PlayStation 1 games there. My PlayStation controller, and I'm wearing my Toys R Us outfit. Oh yeah. So the big thing here, of course, is that we're in our room and we've got a CRT, and it allows you to do all sorts of really cool stuff. So here, as you can see in the menu, I can select from all my different consoles. So these are all the games that I've got. Well, I said all the consoles I've got for the games that I have. As you can see here, that some of these are like, this obviously isn't what the Amiga looked like. So I'll pull that out. Didn't look like that, did it? No. So these are just like stock ones. Whereas, put that back. PlayStation isn't that size, come on. PlayStation, phony. So this is cool. And the N60, oh, go away. And the N64, Pretendo. Cool, huh? And then in here, you've got different sorts of settings. So I can change things like the time of day. So if we look outside and watch the time of, oh, there we go, it's getting darker. And you can see my room has now got stars on the ceiling. So then here we've got my TV, and you can actually change your TV. So you've got a whole different array of, look at them all, you've got loads of them. And you've got different sizes. So I think these ones at the top here This is a huge 90s TV. Now that's not going to be the size of it. There you go, look at the size of that thing. So if I was to go and put that up here, I mean, who the hell had a TV like that in the 90s? Rich people. Oh, I didn't have one that size. Jesus. So let's get rid of that one. Don't want that one. But anyway, you can choose different sorts of TVs depending on what kind of resonates with you. Right. So now I'm going to get down. I'm going to sit down on the floor in my room. Right. So I'm going to sit on my floor in my room with my TV in front of me. I can actually switch on the TV, look. Nice. And now I'm going to choose my console. So what console do I want to play? Let's go with the Nintendo 64. Wait a minute. Systems, Nintendo 64. Come on. Why is it not going large? Look at this. It's a little like miniature. Do one. Let's get. Oh, that's better. So definitely a bit buggy. Definitely a bit buggy. But what you do here now, this is quite cool. So you've got the N64, and you can basically grab the wire from the back, and you're going to plug it into the front of your TV. Boom. There you go. And here, I'm going to grab my game, and press her in, and off we go. So this is a really cool experience. So I'm now sat in a bedroom with my posters around, with a CRT TV screen in front of me, playing N64. Although in here I'm not holding a controller, and I think that's a little bit of a downside. Maybe there's a way of doing this, so if there is, let me know. But so I've got no controller in it, but I can use these controllers. There you go. How do I shoot? Oh no. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Ah! See ya. So anyway, that's that. So that's the N64. You can obviously then reset it, take your game out. Oh, how do I do this? Take the game out, launch that across the room. Let's find a different game. Oh look, a little bit of Starfox, a bit of Sky Squadron. If you haven't seen it already, we've actually got a review video, and we also interviewed the developer of Sky Squadron on VR, which was kind of their take on Starfox. So this is the original. Can you see this? You can also see all the scratches on the TV screen. Pretty much identical to my TV. I'm pretty certain I had a panel on it.
All systems go.
I've got to say, so as you saw at the beginning of the video, I was playing on a big screen downstairs. This has to be my new way of playing it. This is literally how the games were built to be played. So a really cool feature they've got in here, and I'll show you this, is with the PlayStation. Why is it not getting larger? There you go. Let's unplug it. So with the PlayStation you can use the Lightgun. It was a little bit faffy setting it up, but I've got there now. So take that out. Let's find my PlayStation game. Where is it? Time Crisis. Here we go. So you can see on the back of these discs, look at all the marks. It's exactly how my discs used to look. Off we go, and voila. awesome. So this is obviously the, I don't know if anyone remembers it, but the original Nintendo, so the NES gun. You can use it for playing games like Time Crisis, 1, 2. I tried it on the PlayStation 2 game as well on here, but unfortunately the PlayStation 2 game, it just didn't work on that. There's apparently the gun's not really supported for that version. There you go. Still definitely a little bit buggy. But I don't know, I go out on a limit, but I'd say this is probably the best I've found playing retro games.
Action! Reload! Halt! Action! Get him!
Ah, you son of a...
Action! Danger!
Ah, you son of a mother.
So guys, my overall verdict is, well, wow. This was seriously fun and I loved the epic nostalgia that it gave me. From now on, I think for me, retro gaming in VR is the place to be. The software has been in development for some time and they're continuing to work on it. And I've still got loads to figure out here. I don't even know how to use my own controller in there yet, so that's probably going to be next on my agenda. But when you find software like this, it just reinvigorates to you the awesomeness of VR. So if you want to try this stuff out yourself, make sure you set yourself a few hours aside. There is quite a big learning curve here to set it all up, but trust me, it's really worth the time. If you're interested in trying it for yourself, there's a couple of things you need to take into consideration here. One, you need to provide your own ROM, a ROM being the actual game. You can download those just for a quick search on Google, but please do note that it's considered piracy downloading it if you don't own the original. In my case, I own lots of these originals. They're all up in my loft at the moment. So if you own them, just go and download them. That's really down to you and your decision on how you want to do that. You'll also need to visit the EMUVR website. On there, they will provide you an email address. You just need to mail that and tell them that you want access, and you very, very quickly get a response back with access to their Discord. And once you're in there, you can then download the software and read all the instructions on how to do it. They've also got a really friendly and helpful community around it. So that's it from me, guys. Thanks for watching. Please do remember to like and subscribe. It is much appreciated. And if you do subscribe, make sure you hit that notification button. My next video is going to be a review on a virtual arcade. And seriously, it is awesome. So see you in the next one.